Welcome back to the King's Corner, the place for all things Bethesda.
He is the KingFanMan.
She is the Mississippi Queen, and we are here to talk about Fallout 76 with more tips. I don't know what volume this is, 4, 5, 6, 7, I don't know, but we are back, and you know what? Fallout 76, I believe, is getting better and better, and it's going to get even better the further it goes. They're going to be adding content soon, and I'm still enjoying it, and you're getting into it now. I'm so excited about that.
Yeah, but I'm disappointed.
Wow.
I thought we were here to talk about my birthday.
It is your birthday! Happy birthday to the Mississippi Queen! Yes, you're older than me now. I'm excited about that as well. In fact, for your birthday, I'm surprising you. You didn't know this. But right after this, I'm going to help you make a brand new character on Fallout 76.
Oh, boy!
No, you've been wanting to make a character.
I have been. That's pretty awesome.
So, I'm going to show you how to make a character. So, we're going to do that right after this. And I know you will be excited about this.
I will be.
Yes. So, we're going to give you these tips. I know a lot of people for Christmas got Fallout 76. I'm seeing a lot of new players out there. Some of these are for new players. Some of them are for us veteran players. So
you got some Fallout 76 for Christmas.
I did. I got Fallout 76 for the PS4. So I will be giving you my schedule, my play schedule for the PC, the PS4, and the Xbox One very, very soon. So with all that said, oh, there's one of my presents.
I was talking about this though.
Oh, I did get that. Yes.
Look. How awesome is that?
Isn't that
cool?
With all that said, that long introduction, let's jump right in to these 7 more tips for Fallout 76.
Okay, so our first tip today is something I know a lot about in real life, but not as much about in Fallout, but they work the same way. So you guys are going to know exactly what I'm talking about. In real life, when I'm fixing food for the family, I have to be careful when I put it in the fridge and know what went in there when, and when it's going to go bad. And in Fallout...
You're talking about food.
Well, what else are you going to put in the fridge that's going to go bad?
Okay.
I mean, you know, chocolate's not going to go bad anytime soon. Do you have chocolate in Fallout? That's a real question.
No.
No. Okay, they should. Take note. Anyway. So in Fallout, you guys know when you're gathering up your food and you're making food, right? And you gotta eat every so often. You gotta stay hydrated and all that stuff now. So your food, when you're stockpiling it, it goes bad. Yeah. It spoils. So in the game, much like in real life, you're gonna have to sort it according to spoilage, or you can actually for easier convenience. So in my fridge at home, I put the stuff that's been cooked the last that we want to eat up front, and the other stuff at the back, right? Makes sense. How do you do it in Fallout when you want to put the old stuff first?
When you get in your Pip-Boy, all you got to do is hit your left joystick, and it will come up and it'll say sort. And there's several ways you can sort it, and one of those is by spoilage. You just click that left joystick until it comes to spoilage, and it will put those that are about to spoil, or the closest ones to spoiling, at the bottom, so you can eat those first.
Cool.
Isn't that cool?
That is cool, but yep. You have to do it every time you come back in the game.
Yeah, if you log off and log back in, you have to do it again. Yep. But I do that every time because it's just an easy way to keep up with your food and your drinks.
That's cool. Yep. Great tip.
Very good.
And we connected even better.
By the way, Heath gave us that tip. And,
he did. Tip number 1 was from Heath.
Heath's very cool. I play with him a lot. Okay, the second one is a very quick, very easy tip. There is a quest. I do not know the name of it right off the top of my head, but it sends you to the pumpkin house to gather pumpkins, and you have to go to that big hole in the ground where the scorch beast come out of it.
You mean that Fisser or that Pfizer?
Yeah, whichever.
Whichever one.
However you pronounce
want to say it.
And it sends you right out to the place where they come out to get pumpkins. There's a big, huge pumpkin field, and I get killed by those scorch beasts every time trying to go out there and get pumpkins. Well, Amanda tells us there are pumpkins behind the house where you don't even have to go out there by the scorch beast.
Just go behind the house. Avoid the beast.
There's pumpkin patches behind the house.
Oh, pumpkin patches are fun.
Thank you, Amanda. Don't go out there and mess with the scorch beast.
We didn't go to the pumpkin patch this year.
Yes, just focus on Fallout So
Thinking.
go behind the house and get the pumpkin patch and get your pumpkins instead of going and messing with the scorched bees. Tip number 2.
From Amanda.
From Amanda. Thanks, Amanda. Tip number 3, a lot of you may know this one, but if you don't, you will thank me forever and ever and ever. There is a healing salve that you actually get the recipe for on your very first quest of the game. So everybody should have the recipe for this. And it's very simple to make. Only 3 ingredients. You have to have blood leaf, you have to have soot flour, and you have to have boiled water. And all of those are plentiful in the forest. Soot flowers are everywhere. Those are those kind of bluish purple flowers.
Oh, I've seen those.
Yes, those are everywhere in the
I
forest.
think I've gotten some of those.
Then there's the blood leaf. Those are the red. They normally come in 3s, and they're around the water or the dry riverbeds.
I haven't collected those.
Those are not quite as plentiful, but they're everywhere in the forest.
Or prevalent, however you want
And
to
then,
say
of
it.
course, the boiled water is the water you gather and then boil it at a cooking station.
I've done that.
Now, this is the great thing about the healing salve. It, without any perks at all, it will heal you 20%, which is half of what a full stim pack will do,
Right.
which is almost what a diluted stim pack will do, but it weighs half of what a stim pack does. So it is great. You need to do the healing salves. They weigh so much less, and they do almost exactly what a diluted stim pack does. So
And most of the time you don't need a whole stim pack anyway. You're like
Exactly.
wasting it.
So, and plus you get the XP for making the healing salves.
Ooh,
Yes.
maybe I'll make some today.
Yes. So, very, very, very good tip. Start making some healing salves and carrying them instead of the stim pack or the diluted stim pack.
It's like your own personal triple antibiotic ointment.
And in the South, everybody knows that salve heals everything.
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 And what that doesn't, Excel ointment will.
That's right. Put some salve on it. And by the way, let me add one thing. There's actually a recipe for the healing salve in every region. So every region has a recipe for healing salve. It actually gets more powerful every region. So it's different stuff.
Oh, so
Different
it's not
ingredients.
always those 3 ingredients.
No.
Okay.
And it actually gets more powerful as you go. But that's
Right.
just the forest. That's just the very first one. So
Gotcha.
everybody should have that one. Okay, here we go with number 4.
Number 4.
And we're actually going to give you 2 quick ones on this one.
Get my nails done.
Would you focus?
Totally focus. Look, I need to get my nails done. I
Alright,
am focused.
We're going to give you 2. You're going to give them 1, I'm going to give them 1.
How can you give them 2 on number 4?
Well, we're going to, 2 for 1.
Okay, so 4A.
Yes.
4A is a Wendigo. When you see a Wendigo
Yes.
and you need to fight the Wendigo.
I actually didn't know this.
Well, here you go. News for me. A Wendigo's biggest weakness is not a gun,
No.
not a grenade.
No.
Grab a pitchfork, people. A pitchfork.
A Wendigo's biggest weakness is
It's
a
a
pitchfork.
pitchfork.
Who knew? Well,
I can work one of those.
Very
I
cool.
grew up working a pitchfork.
Very cool. All right, number 4B is, and this is from Manos. Thank you, Manos. He says automatic weapons are terrible. Ugh. He says even with the 20% buff that Bethesda gave you with the last update, the faster compensation with the amount of ammo you're burning, if you want to play Rambo, you're better off using the rifleman perk and the rifles with the faster receivers. And I tend to agree. I use the single shot. I still use the hunting rifle with the rifleman perk.
Ooh, I don't like the single shot.
You will definitely burn through a lot of ammo with the automatic rifles.
Yeah, but I can keep shooting.
Yeah, but you'll run out of ammo really quick.
Maybe that's why I kept needing ammo.
And this game doesn't have much ammo, and most of those auto rifles.
He almost said autoimmune right there, I can tell you.
Yeah, I have an autoimmune disease. Most of those auto rifles don't have much power either. So
Okay, now, are you guys ready for tip number 5? 5 is awesome. Okay, tell us number 5.
This one is awesome. And this one...
I just said that.
This one is for those that got the game.
And repeat.
This one is those This one is those that got the game for Christmas. This is for those new players. And wait, those that are veteran players, you may want this too, but especially for those that are just starting in the game.
Newbies.
This is a must. This is the best workshop for a young early player.
So I'm gonna need this.
Yes,
this
absolutely.
This is for me.
Yes, it is the Silva Homestead and Billings Homestead. They are right together. The workshop is the Billings Homestead. If you look on the map, and I'll put it up on the screen there, but I'm showing you. It's right down here. Does that help?
Yeah. Zone A.
Yeah.
That helps.
It's right down there in the corner of the map. And the neat thing about this is it has all kinds of stuff. Everything you're going to need. First off, when you're just starting out, you're going to need a lot of food, right?
Right.
Right. It has razor grain and corn, which you can make soup. Which
soup sounds good.
Which, as you know from earlier tip videos, which is the best kind of food to make because it cures thirst and hunger, and it don't take up as much weight, right?
There you go.
Yes, you can actually get 200 razor grain and 200 corn if you pick the whole field here. So, plenty of soup you can make from here, right? Okay. Also, if you gain the workshop, you can get fertilizer, you can get gold, you can get crystal, you can get aluminum, and you can get water. That's a lot of material right there. Plus, there is a magazine in the barn, and there is power armor. So you can get... What are you laughing at? This is some good stuff.
So, for you people that are our age, do you see him doing this Bill Clinton right there? You can get...
That's my politician.
You can get that. Don't you remember Bill Clinton always did that?
Yeah.
He always said, he's from Arkansas, we know.
Yep. So you can get power armor, you can get a magazine, you can get all of those things that I just said. And there is also an event that spawns there as well. So you can get plans and you will get rewarded with stem packs right away and purified water. So I mean, there is no other workshop that will give you all of that.
Super exciting.
I mean, that, wow.
Pure awesomeness.
And it's right there in the forest and very close. So
that was from Pete and Repeats.
if you are a low-level player, you need that workshop to get started. If you don't have power armor, if you don't have much resources to get started, it will give you aluminum, it will give you fertilizer, it will give you food, it will give you power armor, it will give you a huge start.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Good tip.
Yep. And that is
Repeat.
That is tip number 5.
From Repeat.
That's straight from the KingFanMan. Nobody else.
Nobody else. We did that one too.
Number 6 is another one of them that you should know, but if you don't, you will thank me. This is the same as it was in Fallout 4. It's how to make adhesive, and in fact, it's one of the first things that I did in Fallout 76. I made an adhesive farm. You don't look at me like that. You can make adhesive out of these ingredients, and I don't know why I'm looking at the paper because I know it is potatoes, moot fruit, corn, and purified water.
Is potatoes country for potatoes?
No, it's a mix between tomatoes and potatoes.
Oh.
It's a mutation.
Okay.
So potatoes, moot fruit, corn, and purified water. And you have an adhesive farm. So if you have those, you won't have to be scavenging for glue and duct tape and all that. You will have all the adhesive you need. So
there you go.
Yep.
Adhesive's a good thing.
It is. It is. But
I used it today.
So many times you're scavenging the map trying to find duct tape, trying to find that the glue, the super glue.
Like real life, yeah. You're always looking for the tape.
But I have adhesive running out my ears now. So
oh, there you go.
I don't even make any vegetable starch. It's vegetable starch that you make, but it makes adhesive. So if you didn't know that, I mean, almost probably 90% of you guys knew that already. I know that. But for the few that didn't, for the new players, you'll thank me. Number 7, last but not least, this one comes from Sean. Thank you, Sean. when you are fighting the old Scorched Beasts and
the Scorched Beast Queen.
They throw a lot of rads at you, as you know. Instead of using all those rad X's and radaways, there is something you can use instead. Use the perk Rad Sponge and share it with your teammates. And max it out if you can. Because what it's going to do, it's going to protect you from all those rads. In fact, this is what the perk says. When affected by rads, you periodically heal 80 rads, and it goes on to teammates as well. You share it with teammates.
So sharing is key in this one.
Also, you can use perks like Ghoulish and share it with your teammates, or other rad-based perks as well. The point is, you can use the perks instead of the drugs. Because one of the things that the drugs do, if you know, the more drugs you use, the more
food and water.
Food and water you need. Yeah, it will make your liquid go down very, very, very quick. But the rads that hit you can kill you very, very quick when the queen comes. Absolutely. So Sean, thank you. That rad sponge can be very, very good, especially when shared with your teammates.
When a woman's coming after you, it's serious.
Absolutely. I want to say thank you to everyone who gave a tip. We had several that shared with us this week. If you have a tip that you think everybody just has to have for Fallout 76, get them in to me. Send me a message, make a comment on this video, just give them to me some way. And if you gave me one and I didn't use it on this video, that doesn't mean I'm not going to. I may use it in a future video still. So thank you for all the ones that sent in tips. I appreciate it very, very, very much.
And just a reminder, we are going to be MIA the second week of January.
We are, and we'll tell you more about it upcoming when we do the KingCast this coming Saturday. So yeah, thank you very much.
Maybe we can record from a secret location.
Oh, we will.
That'll be fun.
We will. We'll actually give you one video probably from another country. How's that?
If we can.
Yeah, if we can.
If we can.
If we can.
I don't know about internet. We'll see.
Well, we want to thank you as always for coming to the King's Corner and getting your Bethesda fix right here. So, for the Mississippi Queen, I am the KingFanMan. Be sure to check all our links down below. If you can, check out our Patreon page. It is free to check out.
It is.
If you can and if you're able, become a Patreon. That is what keeps content like this on YouTube, and we appreciate every one of our Patrons more than we could ever know. We hope y'all had a very, very Merry Christmas.
Very Merry Christmas.
And we will see y'all very, very soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.